You know what time it is? Tea time, tea time, tea time, tea time.
Yo, what is up? It's your boy Himanshu T, and welcome back to another episode of the Tea Time Podcast. Like every episode, we have a very special guest today. He's a doctor who specializes in hormones, longevity, and aesthetics. You might know him from his Instagram and TikTok reels, which are pretty interesting. But you might know him from his hit single, Nakre. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome my boy, my brother, Mudit, a.k.a. Ranjah, man. What's good, bro?
So good to be here. So good to be here.
Thank you for
so
coming
much
on.
for having me on.
Of
for that
course,
awesome
man.
Intro.
Yeah, I know. It's a little. It gets a little too wordy for me sometimes. You know, we had to do that. We had to do that like 3 times, but it's all good.
You crushed it. You crushed it.
Yo, so for the viewers, number one, thank you for always hopping on. You know, I always call this guy, whether it be for music or just anything, and he's always there. I got to get some aesthetics questions or anything. He's always there for me. But before we dive into the conversation, I wanted to ask you to tell the viewers a little bit about who Mudit is, who Ranjah is, give them a little perspective of who you are, and, you know, so they can know you better.
Yeah. So thank you so much for having me on. I'm just excited, A, to catch up with you, B, go through these questions, but learn about what you've been doing in the background. You know me for some time now. You know, we have some kindred spirit when it comes to music and being multi-hyphenate people, right? So it's exciting to see you do this. For me, I truly have multiple passions, and I really think that it's okay to have multiple passions, and I've really been embracing that recently. So I would describe myself as a multi-passionate person. Amazing. I love life.
Amazing.
I love music. I am deeply passionate about my field in medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And I am, very close to my family. So it's hard to describe yourself in one sentence, but if I have to say is adventure, life, and doing the things that fulfill you is really what defines me as a person.
God bless. And honestly, I wish you did the intro. That was awesome. That was awesome.
I don't know about that.
Yo, but not again. Thanks for joining. This is going to be the 4th podcast with you, and hopefully there's more. Hopefully we can reconnect and talk about 100%. The growth and how far we've come.
Definitely.
I want to jump straight into questions right now. Let's talk about medicine and how you got started. What made you want to go into that? Even your clinic, you have one clinic right now, right?
Yes.
So what made you want to go into that? What drove you? Is it family background? Is it interest? What was it?
Yeah, actually, both my parents are doctors, and interestingly enough, unlike all Desi parents, they were like, don't go into medicine. Do something more fun.
Interesting.
They were also both singers. They are also both singers.
Okay.
And both of those interests do come from my parents.
Interesting.
So they gave me every opportunity to not go into medicine. And I told them at every opportunity that I want to be a doctor.
Nice.
So
God bless.
I knew very early, thank you, on that this is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to, in a cliche way, help people live their best life. And the journey that pivoted for me, I did my internal medicine residency.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the hospital seeing very sick patients, chronic diseases. And I was always fascinated by being able to take care of multiple systems at the same time.
Interesting.
Because I, was fascinated by how the body connects to itself. Nothing is in isolation. Everything works together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of interplays in my life a little bit too. Everything is connected.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went through residency training, and then I started doing hospitalist work, working overnights in the hospital, and taking care of ICU patients and doing ER admissions all over the country, do something called locums, which is, temporary placements in different hospitals based on need.
Okay.
That allows you some flexibility as a doctor to choose your schedule, but the schedules that when you are working, they're very hard shifts usually.
Interesting.
So what I realized during that time was that despite working out regularly between my shifts, despite trying to eat healthy, kept feeling really fatigued, and I kept just having brain fog, and I just didn't feel like myself. And as a doctor, I was like, oh, I have all the tools to find the answers to this. So I did my own blood work. I asked my colleagues. All of my blood work came back as normal, right? And I was like, there's something to this. Like, this is not completely catching the full picture, the type of blood work that we do in traditional medicine. And my mom, who was one of the first women on the East Coast to start doing hormone replacement therapy and functional medicine, she basically told me she said, listen to me, do these tests.
Okay.
And I did the testing, and it showed me such significant lab abnormalities that were not coming up on regular testing. And that's really where my journey began.
Okay.
I was 25 pounds heavier than I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like way more inflamed.
Okay.
My hormones were off.
Yeah.
I had all these inflammatory markers, genetic stuff going on, cholesterol issues.
Yeah.
And I was at the same time, I was hitting my protein goals. I was working out, trying to do all the healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And when I really changed the mindset about just Band-Aid medicine, which we're practicing in traditional medicine,
Okay.
and going towards true wellness, that's where my life changed, and that's where my mission changed in medicine as well.
I see. I'm sorry to cut you off. I remember talking about just weight loss. It was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
I was talking to you about, I want to get more fit. I want to I know you're into that. Obviously, you're a doctor. And if you had any recommendation, I still got to make that appointment, by the way.
I got you.
But you mentioned inflammation. So I feel like a lot of the health issues are part of that, right? And that's what you specialize in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Inflammation is the root of disease.
Okay.
Is actually accelerates aging. It accelerates all disease processes, and it's multifactorial. There's so many different reasons where you can have inflammation. Right?
Interesting.
So identifying the source of inflammation and fixing it at that root prevents you from going down this whole disease pathway in multiple ways. And that's really not what we focus on in traditional medicine. We wait until you're at the end of disease, until it's diagnosed, then you're prescribed a medication. If that doesn't work, you're prescribed another medication. If you have high blood pressure and you walk into traditional medicine office and your blood pressure, let's say, is 150 over 8, right? We're going to check it again, most likely. Yeah. If it's high again, they're going to prescribe something, right?
True. Yeah.
There's not going to be really a lot of work up past that.
Yeah.
Why do you have high blood pressure?
I'm thinking about that.
Is there something happening with your kidneys? Is there an inflammatory process?
Yeah. It's more surface level.
It's just a Band-Aid therapy.
Interesting.
Doctors that do that.
No.
Cortisol.
Yes.
He knows about that, by the way.
I love that. And now in the last few years, it's so gratifying for me to see it come up in social media, because I think people are taking control of their health again.
Cognizant.
Yes, they're cognizant.
Holistic approach.
Yes, it's a holistic approach. So it's functional medicine, which is kind of approaching disease at the root cause and fixing things on a cellular level so they don't become disease processes, catching it way early, right? And comparing, what I do is I compare to lab markers for athletes instead of just comparing to a general sick population, right? So comparing to the top 10% of the healthiest population, what your labs should be, is really what we should be going towards instead of just the bare minimum with our.
So your regular doctor, when you go for a checkup, they don't do none of this unless you ask them to.
So regular doctors are under a lot of pressure and constraint when it comes to insurance companies. They're overloaded with patients. They're doing the best they can with the time they have and with the compensation they receive for insurance companies. So they're pigeonholed into a certain type of care, unfortunately.
I see.
This is a different level of involvement with the patient. It's a deeper dive. It's me getting to understand what makes you happy. Not just what keeps you out of the hospital. I'm not celebrating just because you're out of the hospital. I'm going to celebrate when you're the top 10% of your age and gender and you feel amazing.
I'm sorry to cut you off again, but that is a conversation that's happening a lot. There's a show, I forget his name, but he's determined to live longer. Do you know about that guy?
Yes. I don't, Chris Hemsworth, Limitless?
I think so.
Thor? Was it the guy who played Thor?
No. It's another guy. It's a Netflix series.
Brian Johnson.
I think that's his name. He's
He's the founder of Blueprint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blueprint. Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I actually watched the show and is that's something related towards
it is definitely related towards
okay because he was talking about how cold baths what else something else about what you eat on a day-to-day basis fast food, how it affects your body.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna lie, I love Taco Bell,
every once in a while,
right. But I think that is a conversation right now that everybody's having, huge. Longevity, how they can take care of their body. I talk to my brother all the time. I'm like, yo, we gotta make sure we're eating right. I ordered what was it? Coconut water, not the one added sugar, the regular coconut water, the healthy one.
It all has to do with inflammation.
Yeah.
15 minutes in the sauna. There was a clinical research on that. 10 to 15 minutes.
I love what he's about to say right now.
10 to 15 minutes, I think, between 140 to 190 degrees is good for your inflammation markers,
Mm.
blood circulation, and literally everything.
Interesting.
Yeah. So regular sauna use 4 to 5 times even can mimic aerobic exercise and reduce cardiac disease by up to 50%,
Yeah.
depending on what the temperature, depending on the type of sauna. But it was, I
Interesting.
believe, is a Norwegian study that they use this.
Yeah.
And so it's awesome. There's so many things you can do, and there's a spectrum, right, of things that sound cool and that are not really helpful,
Mm-hmm.
to things that are very helpful
Mm-hmm.
and that should form the foundation of longevity.
So are you like your clinic? It's also a med spa. What does that entail, and what does that mean?
Yeah. So my clinic name is Aurora MD,
Okay.
based off of yours truly.
Uh-huh.
Longevity and aesthetics.
Okay.
So it's 50-50. So the longevity portion focuses on bioidentical hormone replacement for men and women. So
Okay.
guiding women through perimenopause, menopause,
Interesting.
and men
Okay.
through andropause, a loss of testosterone, and
Okay.
looking at all the hormone balance there,
Mm-hmm.
along with the functional medicine and longevity that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half is aesthetics,
Hmm.
which is also another passion of mine. So
Okay.
I love, as an artist,
Mm-hmm.
there's multiple different ways to express art.
Of course.
And it also helps me satisfy my mild OCD that I have
Hmm.
with doing
I
aesthetics.
think all doctors have it. Yo, one of my partners, DJ Timeless, he's a doctor as well.
Oh, yes, I met
So
him.
yeah, you met him.
Yeah.
So yo, anytime I'm like done with the set or we're ready to go,
Yeah.
I just take my laptop off and then I know what to do, right?
Yeah.
He's like taking it easy. He's like, yo, I got this.
Yeah.
This. I'm like, yo, you're definitely a doctor.
The OR checklist.
Yeah, I
that he's
think
going
that's
through.
what it is. He
It's the
makes
OR
sure
checklist.
everything is in place.
Yeah.
But going back to your clinic.
So for the med spa side, we do things like filler, facial balancing, in a more conservative way for natural results. Regenerative treatments to help the skin heal and develop more collagen. Body contouring, non-surgical body contouring, Botox, hair restoration, laser hair removal, all the fun things.
Interesting.
So we're able to take care of internal and external beauty.
Interesting.
And a lot of what we do is internal beauty, internal health drives external beauty as well. So the healthier that you are on the inside, more hormonally balanced you are,
You glow
lower
out.
inflammation,
Yeah.
metabolically primed, you're going to show that in your features and in your face. And you're also going to respond to aesthetic treatments better when that happens.
Interesting. I think I asked you too about my eyes, which I got to make an appointment.
I got you.
I got to
All
do
the
it, man.
above. Let me know.
Yeah, yo. But so I want to ask you this: what does living longer and better actually mean to you? Like, what does that entail? Like, when a patient comes into your office, your clinic, do you like suggest certain things? Like, do you tell them straight off the bat, like, "Oh, dude, you got to stop doing this," or like, do you keep it real with them?
Yeah.
You have to, right?
Yeah. I let them know that I'm going to be a partner in your journey.
Hmm.
And I'm going to be a deeply involved and sometimes annoying partner. But we're going to set the goal that every single time that you see me, you feel better than the last time that you've seen me.
Okay.
And longevity for me is being able to be in my 70s, have patients in their 70s and 80s, and live life with the confidence of a 30-year-old. With their ability to enjoy those quality moments of life, be happy, and add life to their years instead of just years to life.
True.
Know? So doing all the things they love doing, traveling, being active, pursuing their passions, their hobbies, instead of just worrying about a disease process or just their health management.
True. Now, you mentioned being active. So do you recommend your patients to work out daily as well? And what impact does working out on a person do to their body? Like, I want to ask you that.
Significant.
Okay.
And it's one of the biggest drivers of longevity is how much muscle mass that you retain in your 50s and 60s, especially. Muscle is basically an anti-aging organ by itself. Good muscle mass not only protects you from future injuries, but it also protects you from a lot of inflammation. So we're kind of exploring muscle as almost an endocrine organ, that it's releasing certain enzymes that help with inflammation overall.
Interesting.
And when we notice that, elderly patients start to lose muscle, that is when diseases of chronic illness also catch up. They're falling frequently as well. They're not recovering as well from hospital stays and things like that. So
Interesting.
muscle is a strongly protective thing that you can do.
That helps you live longer and everything.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
be more functional.
Yeah, I know.
Avoid
I've been You know, I should have done this earlier. I just started doing this now. While working out, I stretch way more, like at least for like 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30. And I wish I did this earlier because I'm going to PT now. And the first thing they said is, oh, when you were picking up weights and working out when you were younger, did you stretch? Yeah. And I was like, nah. They're like, dude, that number one, working out is good. You're helping your muscles grow and whatever, right? But stretching is even better because you got to be flexible. Stretching is amazing. And the spine, she was telling me some stretches I couldn't even do. Yeah. It was like the easiest. She was doing it. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I should be able to do that. Yeah. But anyways, going back to like muscle, stretching, working out, it all helps in the long run. Absolutely. Like I feel it myself, dude. I mean, I'm not old, but I feel like I'm 70, to be honest. Like I wake up in the morning. That's why you have to come see me, man. Yeah, I know. I got to make that appointment. Too busy doing podcasts. Yo, I'm trying. But no, it sucks. Like sometimes I wake up in the morning and my back is tight. I got to like stretch a little. So nowadays I'm really focusing on that. And actually I'm trying to dive more deeper into like the aesthetics and like you mentioned, the longevity part of just life, right? In general. Yeah. And I think I want to do this conversation with you at your clinic as well. Yeah. Like it's just so interesting, you know, like absolutely. There's so much to learn. And I think for a lot of people, there's always something new. For example, I'm sure you know the new technology. Does AI play a part in this? Absolutely. It does. I think AI is an amazing tool. I don't think that AI will ever replace doctors, but I think that doctors using AI will replace doctors who are not using AI. I see. Because it's just helping us with advanced diagnostic tools. Yeah. It's helping us build treatment plans faster for patients, being able to measure whether those things are working for patients and modify and pivot where we need to. AI is an amazing tool. The data aggregation that I can get from your labs from AI now is so much more helpful and less time consuming, where we can come up with a treatment plan like that. And interesting. Yeah. So it's going to be an amazing thing. And AI is actually speeding up research across the board. Yeah. You know, so there are, I won't talk about the specific things that are out of research right now because sometimes those things are controversial. Yeah. But there are a lot of things in development right now because of AI that were taking 15, 20 years. And all of a sudden AI came onto the scene and they have made that same amount of progress in the last 2 years that they've made in the last 20. You know, I love talking about AI because it's like, number one, it came out, a couple of years ago, I would say, right? But it's so smart. Yeah, like, exactly. I can ask it. It almost has feelings as well. Exactly. you can literally like ask it anything and it'll shoot back an answer. Yeah. And it's really smart. Like if you write something like very descriptive, very detailed, it will think and then it'll like respond back perfectly. Absolutely. And it's honestly, I love talking about AI. Every episode I've been talking about AI and how it takes part in their businesses or, life. And it's just so interesting because like, even for music, my God, dude, music, when it comes to music, it's insane. Yeah. I can ask it anything. Yeah. I can ask it keys. I can ask it, does this match with this? Yeah. It'll do its own thing. I know one of the programs you might be talking about. Oh, yeah. Well, are you talking about Sono? Yes. No, I haven't gotten that, but I need to. No, yeah. Right now, I'm still. It's pretty cool. I heard. I seen a lot of videos. I got to get into it. Yeah, but right now, I use ChatGPT. Yeah. I just write everything I need, and then it shoots back an answer. Talking about music, our favorite topic. Yes. I mean, I love the doctor part, and I think it's so interesting. I'm happy I get to talk about music with you. Yo, let's talk about music. Let's dive into it. Let's do it. Let's talk about your first single, Nakre. Yeah. So how did that happen? Actually, let's go all the way to the beginning. Yeah. Why and how did you get into music? Yeah. I always loved music. I grew up with my mom singing around the house, my dad singing around the house. My dad was singing Kishore Kumar stuff. My mom was singing Lata Mangeshkar and Punjabi folk music and stuff like that. So I always had, and my grandmother actually trained with Jagjit Singh, and she sang with him. Wait, I didn't know that. And she was a classically trained singer. That's crazy. Amazing voice. That's crazy. And so it's just kind of like in the culture of the family. Okay. And yo, real quick, can you just come a little closer? Yeah, that's good. Sorry about that. Perfect. No, you're good. So it's just in the culture of the family. And growing up, I had some idea of pitch and keys and song structure and things like that. Not that it was ever discussed with me, but it was just kind of as ingrained, right? Yeah. When you hear people talking about it. So I grew up singing, and I grew up in areas where there were not a lot of Desi people. Okay. Right?
So when we moved to Lehigh Valley, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
that's where I met a lot of my, even to this date, Punjabi friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I started kind of reconnecting with my culture
Okay.
and started singing Punjabi music
Okay.
more. And that is where, from there I was performing at little events and at people's birthday parties. You're out with your boys and you're singing and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then doing bolia in random places,
Yep.
And I went to med school and then didn't have time for that all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But my way of decompressing from studying was to write lyrics.
Okay.
And I had a big blue notebook where it was just for writing song lyrics that I never got to sing.
No way.
So I kept writing song lyrics, and then I would make random songs about hyponatremia, low sodium.
That's crazy.
Yo, make full R&B songs.
It just came back to my head. When I was in college, what I used to do to memorize a topic, any topic, I would make rhymes.
Yes, exactly.
Is that something you did?
Absolutely.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sodium regulation is intimately associated
That's
with
crazy.
water homeostasis.
Yo,
random
what?
stuff.
What?
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Because when I was taking an exam now, and I'm like, when I see a word that it connected with my mind, I made a rap or whatever about it, and I was like, oh, that's the answer.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
That's exactly how it is. So
Damn.
There's some commonality. Look, our minds function that way. You're musically
so cool.
inclined. That's good. You got to use it to your benefit.
That is
somehow.
awesome. I thought I was the only freaking freak doing that.
No. I have songs about liver dysfunction
That's
that I
crazy.
recorded for myself to help me study for my boards.
Yo, maybe you should make a YouTube channel of all those
on
hits.
that.
Yo, you never know. You never know. You might help
you
out
know
somebody
what? Hey.
who's in school who's like, yo, you know what? This is actually,
That's
it's a
actually not a
banger.
bad idea. I've been thinking about it for a little bit.
But
maybe we can help you produce.
Yo, let's do it.
Let's hop on a track together.
Talking about producing.
Yeah.
I have that. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's coming there. It's coming there. You're like bringing it up. I got you. I'm going to talk about that. But talking about medicine and music.
Yeah.
How does it fit? How did you make it happen? I know you said you were in school, you started writing and all that.
Yeah.
So after you graduated, that's when.
Yeah. After I graduated, honestly, I was singing in my friends' weddings.
Okay.
And that's kind of where my outlet was. I was the different events.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to take music that seriously until COVID happened.
Okay.
And I had just sang at my friend Bilal's wedding.
Okay.
That was in pre-COVID. I think it was 2019.
Okay.
And that video reached somebody in the UK. And that person contacted me as a producer.
Oh, wow.
And we started working together. And I was like, wow, all of a sudden, COVID, I have all this time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The clinic is closed. I was still seeing telemedicine patients.
Okay.
But the clinic was closed. So the volume was down significantly.
Okay.
Everything we were doing during COVID.
Dude.
Right?
Sucks.
So I actually found my blue notebook from med school.
That's crazy.
That I had written all these lyrics from.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the lyrics from Nakre,
You found a treasure.
I found a treasure.
Yeah.
It's like Drake found his BlackBerry, right?
That's crazy.
Definitely not as successful or a lucrative.
Yo, I think it's.
I found my blue notebook. I was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy.
No,
and I could still read my handwriting at that time.
That's it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
But I really, I got into it, man. I was like, wow, this is a portion of my brain that after the complexity of years of life have gone by, I'm adding so much more to the music.
Yeah.
Because before I was singing from my, high school experiences or whatever, and different people's experiences that I was forming as my own.
Yeah.
Now I'm singing from my experience and my emotions.
Nice.
So that was Nakre. Part of that was Fruity.
Oh, nice.
And,
okay. So you wrote Nakre yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And then obviously Rackstar took care of his own part.
Rackstar took care of his own part.
Wow.
I write all my songs.
Oh, shit.
Everything is written by me.
I think I talked to you a little bit about that at a wedding. One of the weddings.
One of the weddings.
I don't remember which wedding. But I remember talking to you about music.
Yes.
And I told you about that I wrote all my songs.
Yeah.
And then because you asked me that.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I loved meeting somebody who was also doing something similar with music as another passion that you were pursuing simultaneously. And on top of just being an awesome person that you are, I think that was really something that I was like, wow, that's a connective tissue. That's a glue that I can immediately connect with.
No, I remember talking on the side with you for like a while.
Yeah.
We were just talking music, and I think you wanted to go home or something. Not you. It was not you. because we kept talking.
Yeah.
Somebody, I forgot it was I think it was your wife wanted to go home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, we're talking.
It's an important conversation.
I love Monty. But not. I remember
DJ'd at my wedding, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's another topic. That
crushed
shit.
it. And
That shit was
such a blast.
crazy.
It was such a blast.
You know what? Usually when I DJ at clients' wedding, you were not a client, number one.
Yeah.
It was more family, right? But literally, the wedding itself, the energy from each and every one was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Barat,
Oh,
it's still till this day. I think that's the best Barat I've ever done.
I appreciate that.
Till-
Longest Barat in hard rock history and Destawed history.
Oh yeah, dude.
They were like,
Dude.
"Munna vyah nahi karna chaunda." Nachi janda hai.
They're like, hold on. Let me dance for a little bit. No, your wedding was.
It was
It was
fun.
top notch.
It was exponentially better because you were there.
Thank you so
So-
much, yo. I
As well,
try
the
to do
whole
my
thing.
best. Like I tell everybody, in the end of the day, and I learned this from my cousin as well, my brother. You know Monish.
Yeah.
Whenever we provide a service, I know we're family, we're friends, but I make sure that I'm giving you 7-star service. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to. We're friends and family, but like I want to make sure that I'm giving you top
Absolutely,
notch.
absolutely.
It's not just for you; it's for everybody else. They're
Yeah,
like, "Yo,
for
your DJ
sure.
was awesome." You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's something that I try to
And that's
make
why I'm
sure.
going to see you in Portugal in September.
Oh yes! Oh my God! I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Sister-in-law's getting married, so I get to see you for that.
That's gonna be
That's gonna be amazing.
crazy. Oh
That's
my
gonna be
God! I
amazing.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another one. That's gonna be another one
That's
for the
going
book.
to be a good time.
But as far as music goes,
Yeah.
let's go back into Nakre.
Yeah, so COVID happened. I flew to the UK as soon as flight restrictions were off. My producer at that time, he helped me meet Rackstar.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a synergy there.
Yeah,
So we did Nakre together
Okay.
in South London.
nice.
So I flew out and in,
it was recorded in
oh my God, in 5 days,
shit.
in 5 days, I recorded 7 tracks and did 3 videos.
Wow,
In
Damn.
5 days.
that's
And
crazy.
it was just nonstop. Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go. And
Wow.
at that time, the songs weren't even done. So I finished the lyrics while I was there. Sometimes while we were recording,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was right there. And then we had to shoot the next day for that video.
Yeah.
For the
Damn.
song that I had finished the night before.
Damn.
Yeah.
So hold on, you recorded it within a week, basically.
Everything was recorded. For example, Galson with the Apache Indian most
That's the
recent-
latest.
most
Yeah, I want to talk about that too.
recent
Yeah.
release,
That's a crazy collab, by the way.
Right, it was awesome. It was
the
awesome. It was so much fun. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But some of the lyrics I had just finished the night before,
That's crazy.
and we mastered, or we mixed it, and then we shot the video the next day.
Do you work better under pressure?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's a problem sometimes.
No, it is because me,
Yeah.
I work. Okay, if there's like a deadline,
Yeah,
then yes, I need
Yeah.
to get it done. But I know if I'm like, oh, I got time, I'll finish
Yeah.
it. Like I still haven't finished a lot of my tracks. It's just because I'm like, oh, I'll finish it, which is bad. But I need to. We need to.
Aakhri over the which sare sixer pende hain.
Yeah.
Like in the last over, keep hitting the sixes.
I know.
So sometimes you need that pressure. You create the artificial pressure sometimes.
Exactly.
I have been talking to my therapist recently. You might know him, ChatGPT.
Oh,
Chacha GPT.
I talked to him too. Yeah.
Chacha GPT. Chacha GPT.
I love that. I'm gonna use that. That's so cool.
So to now drifting more into a calm builder mode,
Okay.
where when you organize and systematize things, and you create tasks for yourself that you have to get done that day, they can be smaller versions of a larger task, and still create that kind of pressure.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to do certain things here.
Yeah.
And it's the only way to be able to manage few of the other projects.
Yeah.
simultaneously.
I was going to
And
ask you.
It's working.
That's something I'm actually constantly working on too. Like, I feel like that's not just us though. It's everybody.
It's everybody.
Like, I have more time now, but there's so much more to do.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, yes, I don't have a 9 to 5 now, but dude, being a DJ, like, I know a lot of people might just think, okay, you just come, show up, and you're plug and play, and that's it. Dude, there's a lot of stuff. And I am managing the marketing. I am managing the content creating. So it's like,
you are a DJ.
Exactly.
It's two businesses,
Yeah.
right? You are a DJ, your creative side.
exactly.
But then you have the actual business, and people kind of
Exactly.
sometimes they don't realize that
Never.
part. There's marketing, there's booking, there's
Yeah.
finances, there's
So much.
curation,
The team
right?
that
The
I have to
team,
hire.
the equipment, the
Exactly.
logistics.
Exactly.
right?
It's crazy. I try to explain that in the nicest way to a client when they first hit me up. and then my numbers, they're like, oh, can you do this? And I'm like, yo, you got to understand where we're coming from. Like, it's like, I'll get you a discount, right? But then it's like a business. You got to think about it, right? And a lot of people, that's a discussion that's happening right now as we speak. There's a lot of DJs that are coming up, which I love.
Yeah.
No, there's only respect for them that are coming up. But I really wish, and I want to talk about this with one of my boys who's in the wedding industry as well. There needs to be an industry standard.
Yes.
You know how like all doctors or even corporate life, there's like you got to go through steps to do this. There's steps to it. So I feel like I kind of want to like have that in there and let them know. So this way, all clients, anybody that reaches out to one person, it's like, oh yeah, you're the same as this person, like price wise, right? But the experience and all of that matters, and that's why your price is this. Yeah. So I'm sorry to sidetrack, but
what you just said is actually, I think, core to so many businesses.
Oh, 100%.
Even in the med spa space, even in my space.
Really?
Right? Even in because it's a longevity clinic and a med spa. Now there are people with no medical experience.
Interesting.
Talking about peptides. And I'm sure you've seen it all over your social media.
I do see it. I do. Yeah.
We've been doing peptides. I've been prescribing peptides for 10 years now. I've been in the hormone replacement and longevity field for 10 years. Now there's people that are coming out, but they have louder marketing voices.
Okay.
They have no formal education.
Damn.
In medicine.
But that's dangerous for a patient.
And they're pushing peptides. It's so dangerous for patients. And I have people talking to me about peptides.
Yeah.
And I use them.
Yeah.
And I use them when I have other things in balance and we have risk stratified patients. But unfortunately, like there is no standard for peptides right now. People can buy them online and they can get them shipped to your house. They can inject themselves. We don't know what's in that peptide. It's not being regulated. So we're dealing with the same kind of situation. There's a lack of, unfortunately, standards in certain areas.
Interesting.
And you can go to XYZ place and get Botox.
I was going to ask you, does fillers the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. But it's the technique, right? So ultimately, you're not just paying for the filler. Just like you're not just paying for the DJ.
Exactly.
You're paying for the experience.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not just hiring a DJ.
Yeah.
You want a great experience.
Exactly.
So you're not just getting a filler or facial balancing treatment. You want a great result.
Exactly.
Something that looks natural and still looks like you.
Yeah.
And that doesn't end up on viral going on Instagram.
I was about to say that can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
I know one of my friends, she was telling me she got it done. And she had a great experience, but she was telling me that like she's seen bad experiences before she got it done.
Yeah.
And she was scared.
Yeah.
And damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you don't need a license for that? Is that what you're saying? No,
you need a license for injecting.
Okay.
But for the peptide market right now, it's very unregulated.
Oh,
so
okay. Before
we were prescribing peptides, it was not that known, and it was regulated by a doctor who made sure it was okay for you. People who are trained in peptides. Now, not being trained in peptides, people are just directing them to websites to buy off online, making kind of weird, unsubstantiated claims.
Can you explain what peptides are and like for the viewers, like what it is, what it does, why do people want it?
So peptides are a broad category, right?
Okay.
Of basically a collection of proteins that work together to send a signal to your body, asking it to do something or the other. Okay. Whether that's healing better and faster, whether that's preserving muscle mass, whether that is, having better hair growth or sleeping better or decreasing inflammation or helping with gut health. Okay. Now, a lot of these peptides are very safe to use. Actually, most recently, I think day before yesterday, RFK Jr. Said that he will be reintroducing some peptides and FDA approving some that were banned 7 years ago.
Interesting.
So that's actually really great news.
Okay.
Because FDA approval also means some level of oversight in these things. I don't agree with the FDA on a lot of things, but I agree with them on this. Peptides can be used to help you with really specific things, like I mentioned, healing, longevity, overall muscle mass, weight loss. Tirzepatide, semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, all these things. Okay. I don't know if I can say it loud in your podcast, but
it's
the GLP ones.
It's all good.
They are peptides, right?
So, I've been seeing a lot of ads for the roll. Yeah. That's all marketing, right? It's all marketing. But does that mean that their product is the best? Like, how does that work?
No. So I love GLP-1s. Okay. I think that there's going to be a time before GLP-1s and after GLP-1s. That's how important they are for human history, for human health. Okay. But I think that they have to be used responsibly. And it's not just about losing weight. it's about preserving muscle as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's about reducing inflammation.
Yeah.
It's about improving metabolism,
I see.
right? So that's the difference between being on a monitored program or, you know, a healthcare provider, a physician-led program, someone who's paying attention to your nutrition, your body composition, checking how much fat you have on your body, how much muscle you have, making sure that the weight that you're losing is the right type of weight.
I see.
Not muscle.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I mean, I've seen from like Instagram and stuff, when people are on Ozempic or it's the same thing, right? GLP, they look mad skinny.
Yeah.
So they're losing all their, like you said, they're losing all their muscle.
Yeah, there's the Ozempic face.
So there is a right way to do it.
Yes.
In a healthy way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, because I know there's a lot of negativity around that as well, right?
Yeah.
But I guess, like you said, there's a way to do it. And
if you do it responsibly, again, we were doing it before Kim K blew it up all over the internet.
Yeah, she did.
You know,
she did.
A lot of trends start from Kim K.
Yeah.
Shout out Kim K.
Yeah, shout out Kim
I don't know
K.
why I just did that. She's still alive. Shout out Kim K. But you know, there's responsible ways of doing it and making sure that patients are healthy. They're not experiencing significant side effects.
Yeah.
There's adjuncts that you can give along with the GLP-1s. There's so many things, but all I would say is if you're thinking about weight loss medication, it's best to go to a provider who understands your medical history and can guide you through how to do this the right way. Instead of getting stuck with side effects and constipation and nausea and vomiting and losing muscle mass, why do that to yourself? You know, your goal is to look better. It's not just to lose weight. Your goal is to look better and protect yourself over the course of your years. So speak with your physician about it.
Speak to Mudit about it.
I'm here.
Speak to Mudit about it. That's awesome. No, I definitely got to stop by your clinic, man.
Yeah.
Let's go back to music.
Let's go back to music. Yeah.
This
is life.
No,
this
you
is
know
how life goes.
No, you know what's crazy though? I love how we can talk about both, you know, the Met side and the music. And it's so awesome seeing it, like, again, like just learning from you and talking to you, how you're able to do both. Yeah. So like, actually, I want to talk about new projects and music. Yeah. Do you have anything coming out? I know the last song, Gulsun. Can you talk about a little more about that? You said you recorded it in a week again. Was that?
Yeah, so I recorded that with Apache Indian in South London. He heard my voice.
Beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Can we do an acapella later? Can we do? I'll be using autotune.
Harmonize. I've heard you sing. You're a great singer. So we should harmonize one day for sure.
100%. We gotta do it right now. Go for it. No, right now. Let's do it right now. A little teaser for the viewer.
What do you want to do?
I love your Nakhre song.
I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing a little bit of my newer track that's coming out. A little bit of a
little teaser
for your podcast, for the podcast people.
A little exclusive.
So I have Nakhre that came out, which is the first song with Rackstar.
Okay.
Then Fruity was a fun track, and it was about basically a girl who everyone loves, like the drink Fruity, which everyone loves, right? Your parents love Fruity. You love Fruity.
Yeah, 100%.
Everyone loves Fruity. And then Gulsun with Apache Indian was more like, it was like a hype song.
Yeah.
It was an energy song, right?
Yeah.
Gal sun meri soni, tere vargi na honi. Mitra di jaan kadti when you wind it up for me. O saadi gal sun soni, saade varge na koi. Mitra di jaan kadti when you wind it up for me, for me, for me.
Damn, what? Yo, I will say your vocals, like, that was no autotune, no nothing. That shit is so crisp. Oh, I remember the first time I heard you, I think, again, it was at a wedding, and I was like, because I heard your song, obviously, but when I heard your vocals live, I was like, oh, this shit is fucking dope. That, we need to make a song, bro.
And you know the best compliments are, I mean, I appreciate everyone, but when another artist says it to you too, it means a lot.
Dude,
so it's awesome.
I give credit where credit is due, and your vocals are fucking phenomenal, and I can't wait to see more songs. Like, honestly, like, I'm always looking forward to your songs. I always play your songs. I literally play your songs for, like, because I have a whole Afrobeats.
Your Afrobeats mix. You still haven't sent it to me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Please send me my own Afrobeats mix song that you made.
I got you. I know. I will do it. I just when I'm doing stuff live, it just comes.
And I love that, because improvisation is like creative genius, right?
Yeah.
It's feeling the flow. It's tapping into the energy, and you being able to do that live is awesome. It's just like the way that's how Bolian, when you're stringing together songs together,
Yeah.
you feel the energy of the room and you see what it needs, and then you provide.
Exactly.
So that's helping people stay alive, right, through medicine and music. That's how we do it.
Honestly,
right?
that's a new slogan right there. Damn,
right.
you should say it to your patients when they walk in.
I coined it right now on this podcast.
Play your track and be like, give them a little. They're like, you feel better now.
Sometimes my patients will ask me, they're like, can you serenade me before the Botox?
No way. They know about. Hold on, didn't know about your artist side.
Before I was always. Here's the thing. This is actually interesting. I've never spoken about this before.
Exclusive.
I was always wary of trying to showing too much of myself. And I think a lot of people have a problem with this, right? When you have a creative outlet and you live in a professional world too, like how much of your DJ side comes through in that professional world?
That is crazy.
You want to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
But you can do both things.
Yeah.
You can be a creative, fun-loving human being, and also be very good about at your job and take it seriously. I struggled with that because when we were residents in the hospital, always taught to be very professional. Make sure that your personal life is shielded. Like nothing bleeds into the actual performance of the job. Yeah. And part of that was actually killing the creativity. And now having my own business, I can operate the way that I want to and be true to myself a lot more. You're being true to yourself doing what you're doing right now.
That's crazy. That's a crazy conversation topic you just brought up.
Yeah.
Because when I was, shout out to my 9 to 5. I loved my job. Yeah. But when I was there, I felt like I have to be a different person. Number one, I never told anybody that I was a DJ.
See?
I never shared my Instagram.
See?
I just don't need to.
And
I felt
successful, great DJ. You're not sounding like you were like doing it on the side.
Exactly.
Major thing.
I just didn't want to do it. Number one, I don't know how people would take it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no need to let people know about my personal life.
Exactly.
Right? But now that I'm doing this full time, I can do more things. Like you said, like I'm more true to myself. And like you said, it's like the podcast, for example. I started this thinking it's fun. Yeah. Number one, getting to connect with our people. Yeah. Just talk about, honestly, some of the things that you said. Like, your mother learned from
Jagjeet, my grandma.
Yeah. Like, that's so dope. I didn't know about that. You never told me. So, like, I'm learning new things while talking to the same people. Like, I had my cousin on the show. I had one of my friend Rhythm on the show. And Rhythm. Oh, Darcy. Yeah, wait. Actually, I got to talk about this. I talked about you.
That's awesome.
We talked about you because I don't know what happened.
Shout out Rhythm. Thank you for the best tux that I've ever worn. My reception.
He's gonna clip this shit for sure.
Reception tux, and it was fire.
When I saw that, I was like, this shit is dope. This shit is so
Rhythm
dope.
came out, made sure that my measurements were perfect, and delivered soon, like fast turnaround time.
Amazing.
So I really shout out Rhythm.
We're gonna clip that for him. We're gonna clip that for him. But doing your own thing, your own business.
Does it feel better in your body?
It does.
In your soul?
Good. It does. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. There's slow months. Yeah. There's always in any business, right? Yeah. There's months where it's like, fuck, you gotta figure out how to make it better and bigger. But then this is where all of the other stuff come in, the creativity. Right. Now I'm thinking about it, right? Yeah. When I have more time, I'm thinking about new mixes. Yeah. I can spend at my shows, which you have to come to.
I know.
Dude, I'm doing a whole tour now, so
I need the tour dates.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna text it to you.
Just like you got to show up for an appointment one day.
We gotta make this happen though. We gotta make it happen. But yeah, going back to like just preparation. Yeah, giving the people new things. Yeah. It's so crazy. I mean, we've been doing these shows. We've done 5 now. Yeah, and every show, me and Timeless, what we do is make sure we create a new set for each show.
That's so sick.
So every mix that you hear at the show, it's new. You haven't heard it before, or we also use other DJs.
I used to tap into Himanshu T on Instagram Live, doing it.
Oh yeah. During COVID, I was going crazy.
I love those. Those awesome.
During COVID, I was going crazy. Man. I was on during COVID, I was on rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. I was on his live. I don't know if you
really.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
So he was doing like a little, how everybody Tory Lanez, everybody was doing even Drake went on. Yeah. So I saw Fat Man Scoop live, and you can request. I kept tapping that request button.
Oh man,
I was prepared though. I had my little set. I'm like,
awesome.
So he accepted it.
I need to see a clip of that.
I'll show you. I'll show you. So I got on that and I was ready. It's so crazy talking about. I'm gonna get to another thing
That's
too.
amazing.
So we did it, and he's like, "All right, you sure?" I got a lot of viewers, and he had a lot of viewers. He's like, "Yo, you sure? I'm gonna let you know if you trash." I'm like, "I'm good. Like, let's do it. Let's do it." And then I see the comments. There's like some people are like, "Oh, let him do it," and then other people are like, "Nah, he's whack, whatever."
Yeah.
Anyways,
Before you even got on.
before I even got on.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy how people are. Anyway, that's another topic. So, anyways, I go on. Kill it. I do my thing, and all you see is Fat Man Scoop like bumping, like because I played the first song I played was bass drop, and as soon as he heard it, it's a song, right?
Yeah.
He was like, okay, he knows what he's doing, and I was like scratching, chirping it up,
okay.
and it was COVID. You got pros and cons out of it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I went on live so many times.
That's awesome.
I also made a track, the Mas Fuego. You know the Spanish one?
Yes.
I made that track during COVID.
Oh,
I got wine drunk one day, and I was just bored.
One does.
Yeah, and I was, we were just vibing.
Yeah.
And I made the track Mas Fuego. I got my boy Jasari on it. I don't know if I connected you with Jasari.
I haven't. No.
He's in Ecuador right now, but when he comes back,
let's do it.
His vocals are crazy.
That would be awesome. Man.
I produced the beat for him. Dude. We can do something.
That would be awesome.
We need to talk offline.
We'll talk.
We can't give too many secrets out.
Right.
We gotta
on your toes a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to your future goals in music.
Yeah.
Do you want to obviously? Do you see yourself continuing music? Do you see yourself kind of like at a halt, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go with the flow? Like, what's as far as music goes?
It's a great question. Because it's almost asking to choose your identity, right?
Damn, that was deep.
And what I realized is that I don't have to choose. The going with the flow part is the most natural, the way that it feels to me. It may not be that way for everybody else.
Yeah.
But I truly love everything that I do right now. I truly love being a doctor in the way that I'm practicing medicine. I love taking care of people and helping them reach their potential. And I also really enjoy making music, and it helps me unburden and be free in different ways. So I think that that answer is gonna keep evolving for me.
Okay.
I will keep releasing music.
100%.
I don't think I will ever stop making music.
God bless. As you should.
Yeah.
You should never stop.
Right.
I feel like, you never know. So I'm sorry to cut you off. You never know where this can take off, or where it could lead to, or who's going to listen to it.
But you know what? Now I'm not even doing it. Before I was like, oh man, make this track. Apache Indians, Gulson got 4.8 million views on Instagram.
God bless.
And got a couple calls and things like that. Like, hey, you want to do this? You want to take it this way? And I realized, like, actually, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
I want to make music for the sake of making music because it makes me feel good.
Exactly.
And
because then there's an agenda if you go.
Yeah. And then there's pressure.
Yeah.
There's added pressure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is, and you know what? To each their own. If that's something that truly drives you and you're passionate as an artist and that's what you want to do, that's your goal.
Yeah.
That is so amazing and noble that you are deep in that passion and pursuing that, and all kudos to you. But I like being able to make music and feel free doing it.
Good.
And then let's see what comes from it, right? Yeah. Whatever comes down the way.
Exactly.
So I'm interested in exploring different sounds, different collaborations. I have a song coming out called Rata. It's a departure from the more upbeat stuff that you've heard.
Okay.
It's more of a trap, almost a melancholic trap sound to it.
Nice. Okay. Damn. I'm getting all exclusives right now. Damn, that's hot.
So I'm excited to put that out.
God bless.
And just, keep it creative and see what flows.
God bless.
Our emotions and our life experiences should drive our music.
Yeah, that is true.
And as life continues to evolve, I think so will the music. That's just going to be another.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
So, do you have any collaborations coming? Any special collaborations?
I have one collab coming.
Can you announce it or no?
I can't announce it yet.
Okay.
I can't announce it yet.
That's fine.
It's a great collaboration.
Okay.
My next one is a solo, like I said, Rata. And then after that is going to be this collaboration. We're really excited for it. Yeah, it's going to be an evolution of a sound, and I think you're going to really like it.
God
You're really gonna
bless.
like the
God,
next version.
I'm always excited about your music.
Yeah, appreciate
And I can announce one collaboration for 2026 or 2027. Himanshu T.
So down for that. You know, we've been talking about collaborating
Let's talk about that for a little
years,
bit.
man.
I know,
Come
I
on.
know.
And I need to know your tour dates. Can we actually talk about when is your next tour date?
So we're starting off in DC March 28th. And then after that, May 16th in Chicago. And then after that, July 11th in Dallas. The next New York show, if you want to come to the New York one, it will be in August. It will be on August 22nd, I think. It was something like that. But
That's awesome timing for summertime.
yeah.
New York?
So we're going to do,
I'm there.
what we're trying to, no, you came to the white party, the all white party.
So
I
much
think.
fun.
Yo, that was crazy. But
That was a blast.
So you know what it is? That was me freestyling. Like, you know how I, like at weddings and stuff?
Yeah.
But I want you to come experience a brown noise event.
Curated set list.
Exactly. Because everything is, it's made for people to have fun. It's like,
I love that.
I know, it's like I'm prepared to play something that you're going to already vibe to. And it's not just about, Punjabi. I play everything. Bollywood, Punjabi.
Yeah.
You'll see some of the reels I'm going to post up. I've been clipping it up.
That's cool,
It's
man.
thoughtful. Like
That's cool.
the set that we created, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I want you to experience that, and I want you to come. The shows are only getting bigger. We started off with like 50, 60 people.
Dude,
and
I'm there for the August
You have to.
22nd. That
I'll
date is
send
getting
you-
booked on my calendar.
I'll send you a reminder,
immediately.
100%.
Yes,
And let's talk about a collaboration too. bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get back. This year is all about
Yeah.
music. This year is all about the
I
podcast.
love
This
that,
year,
man.
gigs, everything, right? The
love that.
tour. So I actually just made a beat yesterday, which I wanted to talk to you about
And
as well.
shout out to Himanshu T for following his dreams and doing and really committing, because every time I see that, I'm so proud, and
Thanks.
it's harder than it looks. It requires a lot more courage than it seems. And for the people who are doing it, they understand and they know.
Yeah.
But shout out for you for just owning that space, man.
I gotta give again where credit is due. My brother helped me out.
Yeah, awesome
he
team.
started me out. And as far as musically goes, I just took it a step further. It's all about having fun with it, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people. There's a lot of time. There was a lot of moments where I've gotten other companies saying, sign with me. And my brother Monish,
Yeah.
he was like, dude, you got this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can finally say this. I could have done this a while ago, but I was like, you know what? It's like you
the
get
right
a
time
little
for everything.
exactly. It was the right time. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm gonna go full fledged.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
And we're here, and now
love
I'm gonna
that.
focus on music. And
So what are we collabing on then?
let's do it, dude. So I got a couple of beats
Okay.
I'm working on. And okay, so going back to, how you said sometimes just putting pressure on yourself is good.
Yes.
So I'm giving myself goals each week
Beautiful.
to create 4 beats. It doesn't have to be completed.
Okay.
Have the melody, everything together.
Okay.
So this way, say I meet with you in the studio,
Yeah.
right? We can talk about, or we can just start rhyming or
Yeah.
humming a melody, right?
Yeah.
And from there, we can add the drums and whatever.
Yeah.
So 4 beats every week, melodies, synths, whatever it is. I want to start recording it. I could say I made one yesterday. You might like it. It's an Afro beat.
Can we play a little bit for the podcast?
I don't have it on this laptop.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
fine. It's
Fuck.
coming. It's coming.
It's coming though.
Okay.
I got you though. Next
So
time.
cool, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
I love iterating and ideating in the studio. I think that's the best place.
So I went to the studio. That's sorry to cut you off. That's why I got so motivated. One of my friend, DJ Nava, he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, come to the studio. I got a couple of people coming. We can record vocals. If you have any beats." I was not prepared for this,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Okay, fuck it. Like, let's just have fun." So I go, and I was being in a studio is totally different. It kind of puts you in, again, pressure. It's like, fuck, like you got other people here. You got to do something.
Yeah.
So that's why the next day I went back home. The same night I started finishing my thing, and I send my boy the next day. I'm like, yo, I already finished this beat. I'm about to make more. He's like, yo, this is what we got to do every fucking month.
Dude, it's momentum.
Exactly.
Music is momentum.
Yo,
If you're in that environment and you feel creative,
Mhm.
you just keep going. You keep going until you're tapped out. You keep making music. You keep writing lyrics. So that studio environment is perfect for that.
exactly. And talking about keep writing music and keep making music. it's been a while since I wrote lyrics, right? So when I was in the studio trying to help, like just trying to come up with lyrics, dude, it was hard.
Yeah.
Because when you don't do it for a
It's
while,
a muscle.
it was so hard. But then slowly it started coming back.
Yeah.
And yesterday I wrote a little bit of a verse. And overall, what I'm trying to say, long story short, I gotta keep doing this shit because there's so much new shit coming out. It's like, oh my God, like fuck, I could have released that, right?
Let me reverse podcast you. Let me reverse interview for you for a second. This situation in the music industry right now, right? AI in the music industry, AI writers in the music industry. What do you feel about that? How do artists, human artists, compete with AI artists?
So listen to this.
Yeah.
I had a brain fog. I was stuck on writing lyrics. So I asked ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
And I will not lie. Okay, so it doesn't come up with the flow for you.
Yeah.
So you got to write the lyrics, right?
Right.
But it shoots out pretty good shit. Like it's not all good stuff, but like I feel like even I don't know if you are familiar with there's like tracks of Drake, but it's not really Drake singing.
Yes.
But like
those are actually really good tracks.
Those are AI. Those are AI.
Yeah.
So like
that's the scary part though.
That's so scary.
Like,
but
isn't that, I don't know. I get caught up being an artist. I love hearing that kind of music. I love hearing good music is good music, right? Yeah. But also being an artist, you're like, man, this is like part of our humanity, our creativity, right?
Of course.
The struggle of coming up with the lyrics sometimes takes you down an avenue where you come up with something better.
That is true. But we can use it as a tool.
Right.
Right? So exactly. Like I was thinking the same while putting in my lyrics into ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Because I started it off.
Yeah.
And then I was stuck. I'm like, fuck, like what else can rhyme with this? Or what else should I talk about?
Yeah.
And I put it in there and it helped. It kind of helps. But yeah, you are right. I think the future of like lyrics, just writing music and coming up with different melodies, that's always going to come from a person.
Yeah.
But coming up with lyrics, if you want to come up with like rhymes, because I used to use for rhymes, rhymezone.com or rhyme. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody uses that, right?
Yeah.
So like
syllables.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So like,
yeah, you're right.
We don't use that anymore. Yeah. But so now
resources, 100%.
Exactly.
The emotion still has to come from you.
Oh yeah.
The cadence,
composition,
the emotion, the delivery.
Exactly. So in the end of the day, but the Drake AI voice and the Young Thug and all these other artists, that's scary because AI is basically them.
Yeah.
That's scary. So now AI becomes Himanshu or Ranjah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen because then who's like the streamings and all of that? It's never going to happen.
AI can never live DJ.
Oh yeah,
maybe I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think it can live DJ.
No, you'd be surprised. There was this one thing I saw on TikTok. It kind of reads the style of the DJ and it'll mimic it. But again, having a real person is different, right?
Yeah.
Like engaging with the crowd. If I play one song and I'm looking up and I know this person is not enjoying or the crowd is like dead, I'm going to switch it right away. AI is not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So AI could never do that unless again
vibe analysis mode on.
Yeah, honestly, it could do anything. Now that I'm thinking about it.
But when AI is doing that, it's like pattern recognition, right?
Yeah.
But when you're doing that, you're actually creating something brand new.
Exactly.
You're creating something based off of the flow and what you're reading. So
yeah, I don't think AI.
It's never gonna
look. I think AI will be used as a tool to only take you far.
Yeah.
But it won't. It could never be you.
That's true.
Just like you said, as being a doctor, AI can't, or I don't know if it can, but perform the same way a real person, a real doctor with mad experience.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be able to do the same.
It's so good at diagnosis in certain iterations. But again, human connection is so important.
Different.
Me being able to read you as a human being and what you're suffering through, what your symptoms are, really helps me be a better provider. I think human empathy really helps us be better with each 100%. Other in general, right? 100%. Whatever field that you're in. I don't think AI has that yet.
I mean, it's changing, but you never know. It's learning, it's changing, it's becoming smarter.
Yeah.
We don't know where that's going to take. You never know. I mean, we were talking about...
And shout out to the original AI, Allen Iverson.
Oh shit! It took me a while to register. I'm like, what?
I had that dad joke
No.
pending for so
You know
long.
what I
Like,
thought
have
of?
to deliver.
I don't know if you saw my face. I was like, wait, it was before ChatGPT, and then it clicked. Like, that's funny as hell. Yo, I don't want to keep you here for too long.
Yeah.
Where I think we've been almost here for an hour. One thing I always like to ask all my guests: what legacy do you hope to leave as a doctor and an artist?
Oof,
Yeah, something
it's a
deep.
great question.
Something deep.
Legacy that I hope to leave as a doctor, an artist, and as a human being is that people felt better because of me.
God bless. That's awesome.
I was able to enrich people's lives
Mm,
by being alive.
that's dope.
And I think that's the legacy I want to leave behind, whether as a doctor,
Mhm.
an artist,
Mhm.
a son, a brother, a husband, a human being. That is the legacy that I leave behind. And I think that that's really what we need most of in this world right now, too, with all the craziness going
Yeah.
on.
Oh my God.
There's so many things we can't control, but we can control who we are.
Yeah.
We can control our health. We can control how we are to each other,
Mhm.
and to not lose sight of that.
Yeah.
We still have that in our control.
Yeah.
We can't take that from us.
That's honestly the best way to end this podcast. That's awesome. Dude.
Best way to end is we gotta announce a collab.
Oh yeah, the collab
Collab
coming
coming
soon. Yo guys, thank you for joining the Tea Time Podcast. We have my boy here, Mudit, aka Ranjah. Till the next time, man. Signing off. Peace.
Take it easy.